बोले गणपति भगवान की जय। भवानी शंकर भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। बाल कृष्ण लाल की जय। ओम नमश्चंदिकाय। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ कार्येषु सर्वदा। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बो फलचारुभक्षणम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकम् नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम्। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम शिव परात्परा शिव ओंकारा शिव तव शरणम्। ओम शिव परात्परा शिव ओंकारा शिव तव शरणम्। हे ओम शिव परात्परा शिव ओंकारा शिव तव शरणम्।
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 हे शिव शंकर शशांक शेखर काशी विश्वेश्वर तव शरणम्। हे शिव शंकर शशांक शेखर काशी विश्वेश्वर तव शरणम्। ओम शिव परात्परा शिव ओंकारा शिव तव शरणम्।
ओम शिव परात्परा शिव ओंकारा शिव तव शरणम्।
ओम
ओंकारा शिव तव शरणम्
वन्दे देवमुमापतिं सुरगुरुं वन्दे जगत्कारणं वन्दे पण्डगभूषणं मृगधरां वन्दे पशूनां पतिं वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कवाहननयनं वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियं वन्दे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे शिवं शङ्करम्। प्रेम से भलो उमापति महादेव की जय। गणपति भगवान की जय। जगदम्बिका माता की जय। My pranam to all of you. On behalf of Bhavani Shankar Mandir, all our volunteers, our priests, all our hard workers who work selflessly for our cause, I welcome all of you to Shanti Satsangh, and hope and pray that all of you are keeping well. The world is still in some sort of challenge, but you know, the sun is out, and the sun is out and very cool and nice, and I hope all of you are doing well from wherever you're watching. And I hope and pray most of all that you are safe, because weather is one thing, our safety is paramount in everything. As you can see, I'm not doing bad myself. It's a pretty nice place out here. I am at, well, I can't tell you where I am, but it's so, it is so blessed, it is so peaceful, and enjoying nature, as I would like to say. This is, you know, to become one with nature is to understand, you know, the beauty of creation. And we have taken the program outside today, just to enjoy some fresh air, get away from the indoors environment, and stay outside and admire beauty. We pay so much money, you know, some of us, to leave our homes and to go for sunshine somewhere else, while you know, right in our backyards and in our yard and our living atmosphere, there's so much of nature. So no, Auntie Leela, there was no decoration required here today. No decoration required here today. Just came and sit on some rocks, and we're enjoying nature itself. Over the last 140-something days, Shanti Satsangh has never started without the world's greatest and the world's most powerful song dedicated to Hanumanji Maharaj. Let us together sing Shri Hanumanji Chalisa. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhar बरनो रघुवर बिमल जसु जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मुहि हरहु क्लेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिन्हु लोक उजागर
राम दूत तुरत बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति वार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन राज सुवेश कानन कुंडल कुंचित केश हाथ भद्र और ध्वजा विराज कान्हे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुगन केसरी नंद तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहार रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत संभाय। सहस बदन तुमरो यश गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। यम कुबेर दिगपाल चाहते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा, राम मिलाइ राजपद दीन्हा। तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्र योजन पर भाना, लीनो ताहि मधुर पर जान। प्रभु मुद्रिका मिलि मुख माहि, जल्दी लांग गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे देते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरण, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज सम्हारो आगे, तीनों लोक हाथ पे काबे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, तासु अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, हे बल सिद्धि जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता। रावण सायन तुमरे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुमरे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरि, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करी। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बल बीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, झूठ ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा, होई से साथी गौरी सा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेत, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेव। की जय नाथ हृदय महादेव, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेव।
पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय में बसहूँ सुरभूप। बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय। Today I'd like to start by wishing a happy, blessed anniversary. And I mean happy anniversary to Rocky and Dolly. And of course, this is on behalf of your family, your son, Anil, and of course, all your extended family, brothers and sisters, parents, and well-wishers. Rocky and Dolly are friends of ours. We have, of course, established a beautiful spiritual relationship over the years through our association with Bhavani Shankar Mandir. And today they celebrate over 3 decades of, marriage together. I'd like to give them a big hand. 31 years of life together. It means that, 31 years ago, well, obviously they got married and they stuck with each other. They stood by each other's beliefs and values and ways of life. And today are able to thank God and give gratitude to be together for 31 years. Of course, their son, Anil, is my godson, a young priest in our community as well, who has served us well and still serve us. We want to wish you both a lifetime of happiness and hope that you continue to smile and be the person you are. It is a pleasure to have you in our lives, but more so have you in our community. And thank you for all that you do for our community, for our temple. May Bhagwan Shuji and Mata Parvati. Grand blessings and abundance to both of you. And, of course, may your life together be a very prosperous one. We'll have a dedication to you both later in the program, of course. And stay blessed always. Today, on this very beautiful Thursday evening, I think of what should I talk about. Because, you know, we have spent so many days together, so many sessions together. Oh, by the way, I got so many complaints from you after last night's program. Because apparently 1 hour is not sufficient for our people. I got your complaints and I got your messages and I read them, but you know, I know you miss your 2-hour program, but let's enjoy this time that we have together, because this time, I always like to say that this time will never come again, right? This time that we're spending with each other, it will never come again, because this time here is this day that we are in, this time here. You know, tomorrow, yeah, the sun will be out, it'll be bright and shine, but the conditions will not be the same as it is today. That is why, जो कल करना है आज कर लें, जो आज करना है अब कर लें, जो कल करना है आज कर ले, जो आज करना है अब कर ले. What you have to do tomorrow, do it today. And what you have to do today, do it now. Because the next moment is unpredictable. We have absolutely no idea what the next minute will be like, what the next hour will be like. No idea. Raja Dashrath, as you know, what is one unique thing about Raja Dashrath? The unique thing about Raja Dashrath is he had everything at his disposal. He was a king. He had the armies at his disposal. He had wealth. He had companionship. He had kingdoms. He had friendship. But you know what happened to him? He never lived to see his children blossom into who they were. He never lived, and perhaps you may want to say it's a good thing, but Raja Dashrath has never lived to see Ram Bhagwan ascend to the throne. And that was one of his shortcomings, because he had everything, but he couldn't see his children, you know, get to the next stage. He died before that. Today, I want to ask all of you that this moment here that we are experiencing together, well, for me, it's nature. I don't know when again I will experience this moment, but this moment that you're experiencing with me and me with you, this will never come again. So please, you know, enjoy this moment. Enjoy your life. Relax a little bit. We've gone through a marathon. We've gone through a marathon. I remember, my friends, when we started Shanti Satsangh in the dark, cold days of March. Yeah, it was that long. In the dark, cold days of March, when all of this that you see here, these were all snow and they were cold and they were, you know, it was dark. And we went through. There were storms, there were cold days, there were hiccups, there were challenges as the virus would rise every day, the number would rise every day, and there would be continuous shutdown and shutdown. We were together every single day. And you know what? We came out of it to a certain level. We came out of it with a lot of pride and a lot of dignity and a lot of hope. And I can say that we helped each other to get through what we are actually going through here today. So, my friends, enjoy this moment, enjoy every moment of life, and accept it as a blessing from the divine. Now, Bhumika will sing our bhajan, and after that, we will have a little discussion this evening about something that you want. Now, if you want to discuss something, if you want me to discuss a topic this evening, I would like to try something different. Actually, we did this before. Just write a couple of topics here, Panaji, why this, why that, and I will speak on that, anything you want me to. We may not get through all of them, but I'll talk a story about it. I'll give you a katha about it. Ask me any question, and I'm going to answer it this evening. Let's have some fun. Let's make it a very fun evening. and let's make it a very blessed evening. Bhumika.
से हमारी मर गए अखियाँ बचाई ये बहुत लेकिन कितारे मर गए अखियाँ सखी बांके बिहारी से किया जादू ये तकती कह गई अखियाँ न जाने क्या किया जादू ये तकती कह गई अखियाँ चमक दी आई पर्ची से गले थे मर गए अखियाँ सखी बिहारी से चाहो जिस रस भरे जित मन मेरे हाथ को मिलाते हो चाहो जिस रस भरे जित मन मेरे हाथ को मिलाते हो कहोगे से कहा जाओ के पीछे मर गए अखियाँ सखी रे बांके बिहारी से मर गए अखियाँ सखी रे बांके बिहारी से हमारे मर गए अखियाँ बचाई ये बहुत लेकिन कितारे मर गए अखियाँ सखी रे बांके बिहारी से सखी बांके बिहारी से सखी रे बांके बिहारी से
Banke Bihari Si. This is a beautiful song dedicated to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Well, we have just completed Janmashtami, as you know. And yesterday we talked about the fierce form of Shri Krishna. One day, the beautiful form of Shri Krishna. The form that he eats butter. And then yesterday we talked about Kalo Asmin, chapter 11 of the Gita, where Shri Krishna tells Arjun that I am death, I am Kala, I am death, I am time. And so he lets Arjuna, when Arjuna saw his fiery tongue, Arjuna was afraid and wondered, who is this? This is not the friend I know, right? So we talked about Shri Krishna. My friends, Shri Krishna Bhagavan has stood by everybody. When the battle of the Mahabharata was finished, you know that Shri Krishna, he stood with Arjuna in every aspect of the battle. Arjun says, Prabhu, go there. The Lord went there. Arjun says, Prabhu, go there. The Lord went there. Arjun says, stop. The Lord stopped. He was pretty much, the one who commanded Shri Krishna. We can't even tell a driver that these days. Hey, driver G, go here, go there, stop, whatever it is. No, we can't even tell him that. But Arjun was commanding Shri Krishna, and not for one moment Lord Krishna Bhagavan questioned Arjuna's judgment. He never questioned Arjuna's demand. This is the power of the divine Lord. हर कभी कभी भगवान कभी भक्तों से काम करें, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु केवट की नाव चले, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु केवट की नाव चले, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु केवट की नाव चले। कभी कभी भगवान कभी भक्तों के काम करे, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु केवट की नाव चले, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु केवट की नाव चले। प्रभु बोले तुम नाव चढ़ा दो, पार हमें केवट पहुंचा दो। केवट कहता सुने हमारे चरण धूल की माया थाली, मैं गरीब नैया मेरी, मैं गरीब नैया मेरी नारी ना हो धरे, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु केवट की नाव चले, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु केवट की नाव चले। कभी कभी भगवान कभी भक्तों के पाम चले, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु केवट की नाव चले, जाना था गंगा पार प्रभु केवट की नाव चले। There was a story in Ramayana where you have this man called Kevat, this boatman. And Tulsidas ji says, Kabhi kabhi Bhagavan, kabhi bhakton se kaam kare. Sometimes the Lord chases us. Most time in our life, we are chasing God, right? We are chasing the Lord. We are running after the Lord. 9 days to month, things we have, we are chasing God, we are chasing God. Tulsidas ji Maharaj says, when, my friends, we are deserving, kabhi kabhi Bhagavan, kabhi bhakton se kaam, the Lord will chase us one day. The Lord will hunt us down one day in the sense that the Lord, my friends, will run after us one day. Remember I told you the story last night? When Krishna Bhagavan was going all the time to steal the butter, he is running after he's stealing their butter. And what happened, my friends? He ran after them. And one day he ceased to do that and they run after him. There was this man called Kevat in the Ramcharitmanas. He was nobody. He had not a penny. Whatever he worked on, you'd say paycheck by paycheck we live. Oh no, he lived literally by the moment. He would take people across with a boat from one place to the next, and whatever they give him, that is what he accepted. And of all the kings, of all the queens, of everybody else, Bhagwan Ram left all of them and he went and he searched for Kevat. Literally a beggar, a poor man. He searched for Kevat. And what happened? He allowed Kevat to wash his feet. You see, what makes us deserving people? What makes you a deserving people? Why is it that you deserve to meet God? Right? Here's a question we always ask ourselves. What is it that we have to do to deserve God's invitation, or to deserve God's presence rather in our home? And that is, just to bring like this frequency that you have here right now. This frequency that you have here right now in your cell phone or in your television, it just doesn't come like that. You had to have a cable or you have a phone and your phone has an antenna inside, it picks up the frequency, it broadcasts it for you to see. We as well have to have a certain frequency in us so that the Lord is always there. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayami masujaha. The Lord, my friends, is always there. Mokshayami masujaha. He is there to give you moksha and to comfort you. But how are you going to stretch out and reach Him? There are a number of ways. Let us talk about the first way. Somebody wrote a question just now that Panditji, before time, and I did ask you to write your question just in case, I want to, address any of them. Write as many as you want. But somebody says, Panditji, before time, when we used to sit for puja, it used to be 3 days, but now it's 21 days. Well, this has to do with attraction to God. So I remember that before time when we were little. You asked the Panditji how many days you have to fast for a puja. Most times the Panditji says 3 days. Well, somebody asked me that question here just now. Auntie Leela says, who was Kewat? I'll talk about who was Kewat previously. So, why is it that you used to be fasting 3 days and now you're fasting 21 days? It's very simple. 3 days is not sufficient to cleanse the body. Right? 3 days is not sufficient to cleanse the body. The full cleansing of the body, according to our yogic practices, according to our yogic system, the full days, the number of days to cleanse the body scientifically is 21 days. It takes a full cycle of 21 days, 3 weeks, full weeks, to cleanse the body physically. So whatever you eat today, it stays in the system for 3 weeks, for actually 3 weeks. Then your body, disposes of it. So when you're going to pray, when you're going to offer puja, when you are going to do meditation or yoga and all this kind of thing, your body has to be in a state. Your body has to have this antenna. Your body cannot have an antenna or have a source of attraction when it is filled with physical impurities. It can't. Right? So the physical way of attracting the divine is to cleanse the body. It is to cleanse the body. I was so fascinated when I go to Kashi, or whenever I go to Kashi, I learn something new every time. My friends. Kashi is a place of discovery. Every time you go there, if at all, anybody wants to do a sadhana, means a hardcore practice, which, I've done and some close people have done to me. Kashi is the place to do it. Hardcore. You see the yogis there, of course, they take the ash and they rub it on their body. And those people, the yogis who live there, the Aghoris and the other yogis who live there, they do not smell. They don't have any body odor. They don't. People who live in North America, unfortunately that happens because of health reasons and all that. But those yogis, they live there. They don't have homes. They don't have washrooms. They don't have deodorant. They don't have soap. They don't have what you and I have. They don't have brush. Nothing. But the radiance of their body and their skin, they don't smell. Because they engage themselves with a number of things. The first thing they do is they take the bhasma and they rub it on their body like this. They rub it on their body like this. Now, you should never ever do that. Now, when they rub the bhasma on their body, what does that do? It prepares their body physically for cleansing. It cleans them, right? It's also repellent because they don't live in homes, so they have to rub that on their body to actually let insects not bite them, right? It's purification. Germs don't get in the body. But you have to be able to handle what comes out of there. You see, you have to be able to handle what comes out of there. Those people are making this body a physical antenna, which means when they go through that process of Bhuta Shuddhi, when they purify the body or they get the body in a certain state, what happens? When they sit for the prayers or when they sit for their puja, immediately or a little time after, they make a connection with the divine. They make a connection because their body is in a certain state. When you go for certain medical exams, you can't eat food and stuff like that. They tell you to fast from so long before, and so on. Tomorrow is Ekadashi, by the way. You can do some fasting. Tomorrow is a day that I wouldn't even eat a single grain of rice, only a little fluid. I will not eat food tomorrow. From from morning to next Saturday morning, to Saturday morning, no food at all, because on Ekadashi, the body becomes an antenna. But if the body is being occupied by food and by tamasic things, what happened? You shall never make that condition. You shall never meet that condition. The Lord will not run after you. So that's the first thing, physical condition. For Bhagavan to run after you, you have to carry yourself. You know the second thing they do there? The priests in South India, they do this a lot. They take chandan. They grind the chandan, and just like you have cologne and aftershave and perfume and this and that, all brand, high perfume, low perfume, this perfume, that perfume, brand name, non-brand name, they take chandan. So they take the chandan and they grind it like this. They take the chandan and they grind it like this, and it becomes a paste. If you look on my Facebook page today, I always share Kashi Vishwanath Lingam from Varanasi. There, when they take that paste, you know, they grind it, and it's so high-scented, nice, gentle. They rub it on their body, at certain parts, to enhance the energies. Chandan is put on the highest part of the body. It does not go below your rib cage, your solar plexus. Chandan should not be placed. I've seen people put chandan on the feet and all that. No. Bhasma or vibhuti or chandan is placed on the forehead. Why? When chandan is placed somewhere, it enhances whatever is going on in that place. It enhances whatever is going on in that place. So the highest state or the highest place in the human body is the Agna Chakra here. Here is where the cooling happens. So we take the bhubhuti or the chandan or the kumkum and we place it here. There are different times when we place it. We place a red kumkum here sometimes. Red is when, every color has a significance. When you put the red kumkum here, what happens? Red is brilliance. Red is power. Red is Shakti. Right? Red is power, brilliance, Shakti, vibrance. The Agna Chakra attracts vibrance. It attracts here. It becomes a magnet. It attracts vibrance. It attracts energy. It attracts strength when you put it here. When you put a black chandan here, there are certain times only when you put a black chandan or a spot here. What happens? Black attracts different things. Heat, for example. This part of the body, it just attracts, a lot of heat and everything. And there's a certain time when a white chandan is placed here to reflect, to let nothing come and touch you. Here is not disturbed. So if you want to have a nice cool meditation session, the white chandan is placed here, the authentic one. So like you wear a white shirt, it does not take in the sunshine. It just lets it go. This is the reason why we do all these things. For God to run after you, you first of all have to keep yourself physically clean. Bhagwan ran after Kewat, a man who did not have anything. Why? Because Kewat, although he was not, in Kewat's previous life, he was a turtle. I told you this story before. And when he was a turtle, he used to go, Bhagwan Vishnu was tall, and Bhagwan Vishnu's foot used to hang out of the bed he's sleeping on. He is sleeping in the bed of snakes, and his foot used to hang out in the ocean. And the turtle would want to go touch the nice, sweet, gentle feet of Bhagwan Vishnu. And Sheshnaga would hit him like this, and he would pitch away. Steady. And the turtle was angry, and the turtle said, Sheshnag, one day I will hold Bhagwan Vishnu's feet, and I will wash his feet, and there'll be nothing you can do about it. In the next life, the turtle was born as Kewat. And Sheshnag, of course, is Lakshman. Kewat is washing the feet of Bhagwan Ram, and Lakshman stood there. He couldn't do anything, right? He couldn't do anything. You see, my friends, when you are God-deserving, when you deserve something, nobody ever can take that away from you. Nobody ever can take that away from you. And that is Kewat. That is called Tanashuddhi, purification of your body or your physical body. Tanashuddhi. Then for God to run after us, for Krishna Bhagavan to run after the gopis or the gopis to run after him, you have to have manashuddhi. कि मन रे कृष्ण नाम कह लीजे, बांके बिहारी कह लीजे। मन रे कृष्ण नाम कह लीजे, बांके बिहारी कह लीजे। हे मन रे कृष्ण नाम कह लीजे, बांके बिहारी कह लीजे। मन रे कृष्ण नाम कह लीजे। Take this mind and with this mind take Krishna's name, take God's name. Give the mind to God. We give our apple to God. A lot of times I make observances with people because I don't like what they do. And when I don't like what you do, I have the right to tell you. Because if I don't tell you and I see you doing something wrong, it would mean that I'm tolerating something that is wrong, and I don't like to do that, right? Your focus should not be about how many bananas and how many bel patra, or how many flowers, or how many leaves, or how many apples you offer God. No. That's important. Don't get me wrong. You know, this Janmashtami in the temple is the most blissful Janmashtami I have ever experienced. The most blissful Janmashtami in my whole life. It gets better every year. But this year, you know, I did the 38 days fasting, and it kicks in, and on the night of Janmashtami, I was empty, and the Lord just filled me. The Lord just filled me up on this Janmashtami. That was one of the things that made me enjoy it. I was so elated, I was so lost, I was so blissed out. I still am, actually. I can't recover it as yet. You know, when certain people tell me they got hangover, I said, boy, you have no idea what that is. Because when you live this life here and you get a night like Janmashtami, it takes a week to get rid of that blissfulness. It takes a week to get rid of that blissfulness. And yet still, it's still in you. You know, just bring your sling-on purse or one fruit and your flour, and that's it. And you know, most people, that's what they did. And we had them sit in chairs. You all were there, or many of you were there. And it was just beautiful. It was just blissed out. Right? It was just blissed out. Now, what happened? Everybody, the volunteers had them get up one by rows. And they had a fruit, they had one flower. They did not have a whole bowl of banana or a whole bowl of apple. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying that. Gently they hold it. And they looked stand up in front of Krishna from a distance, and they offered it to Sri Krishna, and they went back to sit. And many people, so many people said, Panditji, it was so orderly. It was so orderly. Everything was so orderly. We didn't have to line up so long to offer prasadam. And we offered gently what you asked us to do. And it was so nice. Now, I felt it here because I saw the joy in people. Before time, the people, they used to have to stand up and wait. And everybody would go and they take a bowl of banana, and they have to put one and a bowl of apple. And you know what happens? When we do that, we focus on the apple, and we forget about the mind. And by the time we meet Krishna, we're tired out. We're just dosed out. We're like, oh my God, I stood up 15-20 minutes to get here. Now I'm here. Here's my banana. Here's my pera. Here's my apple. I'm gone. No, that is not how you do it. Manare Krishna naam kah lije, banke bihari kah lije. When you go in front of your Lord, and we're still talking about Krishna because in my mind, Krishna Janmashtami, I'm still elated in some way. Because when you go there, my friend, your only intent is to look in the eyes of the Lord and say, Prabhu, take my mind, cleanse my mind, wash my mind, and allow me to reflect what's beautiful. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nij Man Mukura Sudhar. Nij Man Mukura Sudhar. That's what we're saying. That Prabhu, please, Nij Man Mukura Sudhar, Guru, I take the dust of your feet and I cleanse the dirt of my mind. That is the whole intent of becoming one with God. It has very little to do with anything physical. Tana Shuddhi, Mana Shuddhi. Your body must be physically clean. No ever bother with people tell you, hey, no matter as long as your mind clean. No, mind alone doesn't work, my friends. You have to keep yourself physically in a certain state to give it to God. There is one kind of bowing called Shashtanga Pranam. Shashtanga Pranam, you will see me do it in the temple. There are 2 times when you do Shashtanga Pranam. Shashtanga Pranam is when you take all your limbs or you lay flat on the floor. Your tummy touches the floor. The chest touches the floor. The forehead touches the floor. The shoulder touches the floor. The hands touches the floor. The knees touches the floor. And the toes touch the floor. So the toe, the knees, the chest, the stomach rather, the chest, the head, the hands. Shashtanga Pranam, 8 parts of your body you take, and you bow flat on the floor, and you prostrate yourself. You can only do that twice, or to two set of things. You can only do that to God, and you can only do that to your guru. 3 times. Your God, your guru, and your parents. The God, the guru, and the parents. You never do that to anybody else. Your God, your guru, and the parents. You bow down flat like a stick, and you offer your 7 parts of the body to your God, your guru, or your parents. Now, many times, I've stopped people from doing that. I've stopped people from doing that in the temple. You stand up on your bow, and that's okay. Why do I stop people from doing that? Because you have to know the reason for doing that. When you're doing Shashtanga Pranam, my friends, you're offering physically yourself to your God. Your physical self you're offering to your God. You're offering your physical self to your guru. You're offering your physical self to your parents. Right? But if physically you're not in a state to do that, you shouldn't do that. Physically, if you're not in a state to do that, you shouldn't do that. That's why it's so important to have Tana Shuddhi, physical cleansing happening with you. Then we have Tana Shuddhi, your physical, and then there's a casual body as well. The casual body, my friends, is your soul, right? You know, the soul, you don't see the soul, so how are you going to cleanse the soul? Well, let me tell you. There is a verse in the Gita, chapter 16, verse 21. Trivadam narakasyedam dwaram nashanatmana. Trividam narakasyedam dwaram nashan atmana. There are 3 gates to this place called Hell. Right? There are 3 gates. Oh my God, it's 7:52 now. This 1 hour thing like you now walk out, you know. Hey? It's 1 hour thing now walk out. It's 7:52 and they just get started here. Huh? What we go to 1 hour? I didn't even get started here and I'm just getting warm up anyways. So Tana Shuddhi, Mana Shuddhi, then you have the soul. So you ever somebody tell you don't sin your soul? Don't do that, you will sin your soul. Aha, let's talk about that. Can you ever sin your soul? Or can you ever, sin something you can't see? How can you sin something that you can't see? Let me ask you a question. Can you cut the soul? Can you burn the soul? Can you wet the soul? Can you blow the soul? So when I hit you like this, what happens? Who gets hurt there? Na chainam kledayantapo na shoshayati marutaha nainam chindanti shastrani nainam dahati pavati. The soul cannot be cut by any weapon. The soul cannot be like this better. Wait it. Like this a little better here, you know. All righty. Like this? Good. No. Nayanam chindanti shastrani, nayanam dahati pavaka. The soul cannot be cut by any weapon. The soul cannot be burnt by fire. The soul cannot be drenched by water. The soul cannot be blown away by the wind. So how do you sin the soul? Let me ask you a question. How in this world do you sin the soul? How can the soul be sinned if the soul cannot be touched? Right? Yes, Didi Shanti. I am so relaxed. It's like so cool out here. Man, the weather is amazing. I am actually in Woodbridge, Ontario. I don't know if you know where Woodbridge, Ontario is. I'll give it away. Because I work very hard, and I think it's time to take some relaxation outside. And one of my sisters has kindly extended, this beautiful outdoors to me today to do this program, after which I'm going to be relaxing a little bit. So life is good. Let's make the next stage, make a movie. I love you guys, and I know you love me too. So your body has to be pure. Your mind has to be pure. But how is it, my friends, that you purify the soul? You see, Bhagavad Gita tells us, chapter 16, verse 21. Remember this, 16:21 or 4:21. Ki trividam narakasyedam dwaram nashanatmana. Dwaram nashanatmana. There are 3 gates to Narak, or this place called Hell. 3 gates. What are they? Kama, Krodha, Tatha, Lobha. How do you sin the soul? There are 3 ways to sin the soul, or to impure the soul. We know that if you perspire a little bit, and if you go and you dig in your hand a little bit in the garden, whatever, you get dirt in your skin. That's physical dirt. Mind, you think bad things, or your mind, you leave your mind not to the attention of God, but to the attention of the world. Your mind get distracted by the mall. You get mind distracted by the weather. Your mind get distracted by this, by that, here, there. Your mind gets distracted and becomes impure. But the soul, there are 3 things or 3 ways you can actually impure the soul. What is that? Kama, Krodha, and Lobha. It means lust, anger. Kama means lust. Kama, lust. Lust, Krodha. Kama, Krodha means anger. Tatha, Lobha. Lust, anger, and greed. If at all anyone possess these 3 qualities, if at all anyone possess these 3 qualities, or you allow yourself, possessing them is one thing. Hold on. Possess is not the right word, because you could think Panaji is telling you, I am possessed by some spirit or something. No. I'm very relaxed. Thank you. I'm looking at all your comments. Yep. If at all you have any of these 3 qualities, lust, anger, or greed, having them is one thing. Everybody have anger. Let me tell you this. Please don't let anybody tell you they never get angry. Maybe they do, but they will bile it up one day and it will go on. But Gita tells us that these are the 3 qualities. When you possess them and when you allow them to take over you, like everybody, as you know, has cancer cells, right? You know that. But is your body strong enough, your immune system so strong enough to prevent them from taking over you? Everybody have viruses, right? But are your cells, is the body so strong, your immune system so strong enough to take charge of them rather than breaking down? Every one of us have some lust, anger, and greed in us, but we have managed to suppress them. And the minute, my friends, they take charge over you, it means that your soul becomes impure. You know what, my friends? You can sell a lot of things in life, but do not ever sell your soul. Do not ever compromise. Do not ever compromise your values. Do not ever compromise your values and your morals, because when you do that, you are selling the very soul that is supposed to take you to God, the very spaceship or the rocket that is supposed to take you to God. You are compromising the quality of that ship. And that is what, my friends, make our soul impure when we compromise it. When we compromise it. Never ever. You're going to be a little lustful in life, get it over. You're going to be a little greedy in life, yeah. But my friends, think about yourself and where you are. Greed is not going to get you anywhere. Greed is going to destroy you. Anger, burn you up. Anger, the analogy tells us that anger is like a boiling pot of water. When you place your face over it, you will never see, of course, the true reflection. But when it cools down, then you see it. When it cools down, then you see it. Similarly, my friends, the mind, the self, when it's taken over by anger. So, keep yourself pure. When I say pure, I mean, you have to live. But do not impure your body. Do not impure your mind. And do not let your soul get impure or contaminated as well. Because Tana Shuddhi, Mana Shuddhi, Atma Shuddhi. Shuddhi means cleansing. Tana Shuddhi, Mana Shuddhi, Atma Shuddhi. When these three things are cleansed, your soul is cleansed, your mind is cleansed, and your Atma is, your body is cleansed, the Lord will run after you. Bholenath Bhagwan will run after you and says, hey, how can I help you? How can I help you? And the Lord will do that exactly. Keep your home the same way. Let your friends, my friends, keep, company who are doing the same things as you are. Well, if you're doing good, that's it. And, be a reflection of the divine. My friends, on this beautiful Thursday evening, I'd like to say thanks to all of you who have really joined us. And I'd like to dedicate this song now to Rocky and Dolly. I'd like to dedicate this song to Rocky and Dolly, who are actually celebrating their 31st wedding anniversary today. Now, as you know, marriage is not for everybody. Marriage is for those who, enjoy the life, or as a matter of fact, let me state this today, that I have so many beautiful friends who are women, and I have so many good-looking friends who are men, and they were married, and today they're not married. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means that, the experience was not good for them, and for some reason, through abuse, through disloyalty, they left their marriage, and they are now more happy people. I want to tell you this, that a lot of my friends, some of my friends who have left the marriage, they are now very happy people. It is not meant for everybody, but, it is a blissful institution. And if you are married, honor that marriage, honor your vows, and if everybody are good to each other, nice to each other, then my friends, marriage blossoms so much of bliss in your life. And I want to dedicate this bhajan to Dolly and Rocky, a very nice couple, and Anil Harichand's parents, and wish them both happy anniversary. May you both, of course, continue to embrace life in the way you have. 31 years is a big deal. That means 3 decades of life you have lived together. And so we sing for you a beautiful song today, and ask the Lord to always guide you and bless you. I'll sing Jahayad Karo Bhagavan Vahi. Jahayad Karo Bhagavan Vahi, which means wherever you think of God, God will be there. No? महलों में नहीं, कुटियों में नहीं, महलों में नहीं, कुटियों में नहीं, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही, जहाँ याद करो भगवान। महलों में नहीं, कुटियों में नहीं, महलों में नहीं, कुटियों में नहीं, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही हो, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही। क्यों नाम न लेकर धन चोरे, गौरी के लिए नाता तोरे। क्यों नाम न लेकर धन चोरे, गौरी के लिए तोरे। सोने में नहीं, चांदी में नहीं, सोने चांदी में नहीं, हीरे में नहीं, मोती में नहीं, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही हो, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही। चुपके फेरो मन की माला, चुपके देखे मुरली वाला। चुपके फेरो मन की माला, चुपके मंतर में नहीं, जंतर में नहीं, मंतर में नहीं, धरती में नहीं, सागर में नहीं, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही। जय हो। गगन जल में थल में, मुस्काते हुए निकले पल में। पाताल गगन जल में थल में, मुस्काते हुए निकले पल में। मंदिर में नहीं, तीरथ में नहीं, मंदिर याद करो भगवान वही हो, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही। महलों में नहीं, कुटियों में नहीं, महलों में नहीं, कुटियों में नहीं, जहाँ याद करो भगवान वही हो, जहाँ याद करो भगवान हो, जहाँ याद करो भगवान। Happy 31st blissful wedding anniversary, Rocky and Dolly. Stay blessed always. From your son Anil and your extended family and friends who always love and care for you. Vrinda is going to sing bhajan, and after which we'll do Hanumanji Chalisa. And after which I'll take a few minutes and chat with you, because your comments are so nice today. Panaji, nice outdoors and all that. I like to talk to you a little bit, and then we'll say closing prayers now. And enjoying this beautiful atmosphere today. I guess some of you figure out where I am because you've probably been here already, but it's so beautiful. Brenda.
भजो मन हरि हर सुमेरो मन नारायणा भजो मन हरि हर सुमेरो मन नारायणा भजो मन हरि हर सुमेरो मन नारायणा भजो मन सूरज भजो मन चंदा भजो मन सूरज भजो मन चंदा भजो मन गौरी गणेश सुमेरो मन नारायणा भजो मन गौरी गणेश सुमेरो मन नारायणा भजो मन हरि हर सुमेरो मन नारायणा भज मन सीता भज मन राधा भज मन सीता भज मन रामा भज मन राधे घनश्याम सुमेरो मन नारायणा भज मन राधे घनश्याम सुमेरो मन नारायणा भज मन हरि हर सुमेरो मन नारायणा भज मन ब्रह्मा भज मन विष्णु भज मन ब्रह्मा भज मन विष्णु भज मन शिव ओंकार सुमेरो मन नारायणा भज मन शिव ओंकार सुमेरो मन नारायणा भज मन हरि हर सुमेरो मन नारायणा भज मन हरि हर सुमेरो मन नारायणा सुमेरो मन नारायणा सुमेरो मन नारायणा
And now let's do our Sri Hanumanji Chalisa, everyone. And let us finish off the night in good spirits. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhar Barno Raghubar Bimal Jasu Jo Dayak Phalchar बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मुहि हरहु क्लेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिन्हु लोक उजागर
रामदूत अतुलित बलधामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंग कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरद विराज सुवेश कानन कुंडल कुंचित केश हाथ भद्र ध्वजा विराजे काजे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंद तेज प्रताप महाजगवंद विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु
मैल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय में बसहूँ सुरभूप। बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनां सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोले भवानी शंकर भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सिया भज रामचंद्र की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। सबको जय जय सीता। Thank you all for being with us today. Really enjoyed today's program from the outdoors. Very different. So, how are all of you doing? I hope you enjoy being with us as well. It's a bit of a formal, informal program. It's coming to the end of the week, and I hope all of you are well. Well, let's see who we have here. I want to say Sitaram to all of you. Sitaram, sister, I'm just going by who is here. Sister Camila, Geeta Rampratap from Florida, Mala and Diva Raghunandan, Kavita Sukhbir, Gomati Narayan, Diana Singh, Gomati Narayan, Leela Rajkumar, Sister Didi Shanti from Guyana, Eileen Basdeo, Ram Kar, Devika Prasad Nazir, Vidyan Ganesh Singh, Pamela Kosal, Isaac Anantram, Roma Balgobind Charan, Shobha Mathura, Shanti Ram Barak, Savitri Manbodh, thank you, Parla Paya Sevak, Sati Singh, Sunil Hussain, Soma Kishore, Sister Kamila Sukwa, D. Prasad, Mala Raghunandan, Deo Ram Jivan from Long Island, Gomati Narayan, Hemati Ram Sarup. You know, the outside thing worked out so nice, and we got a great idea today, actually. I'll tell you about the idea. So, Hemati Ram Sarup, Gonika Singh, Sanichar, Kavita Sukhbir, Savita Singh, Shobha Mathura, Christina K, Ram Kar, Lisa Jamwanti. Yes, Lisa, enjoy the background scene. It's actually not Photoshop. This is nature. Look, the bush is real here, you know. It's just very beautiful. It's not Photoshop. No green screen. We're live outside here enjoying this beautiful. Kawari Sarju, Kamla Ramatar, Margaret Singh, Bevram Charan, Sita Nath, Mal Ragnandan. I am relaxed, Marla. It's just so beautiful out here. And I'm a country boy, so I like this stuff. Eileen Basdeo, Shanti Saw, Tina Prasad, Adrian Sanjeev Sahabaden, Anita Pashram, Geeta Balram, let me see, Sarah Ramdas, Budu, Patsima Deo, Antidata, Antidata, I'm at your data's home. Yes, it's so beautiful here. Sabitri Manbodh, Chandra Kathanan, Sandra Jagdev, Maharani Khan, Sati Singh, Islin Hamid, Jane Singh, Sita Nath, Chandra Didi Chandra, Gomati Narayan, Geeta Ram Pratap, Asharam Narayan, Kavita Bipta, Jeho, Lisa Rajkumar, Taramati Narayan. So somebody gave us an idea. They said, Panditji, anybody who has a nice backyard, maybe they should invite the Shanti Satsangh group to come do live satsang there. Of course, for a donation to the temple. And I'm like, I don't know, because that will make us very busy people. If we have to, maybe we should start it. I'll let you know. And those who have a nice backyard, maybe with some green and some flowers, and so we come and we set up there. And we do Shanti Satsang for a nice little donation for the temple. We bring the small team with our equipment and get it done. I'm just kidding you. Those are ideas that will come up. Anyways, Jai Sitaram, Jai Shri Krishna to all of you. Ashmanita Pasar, Anat Ibrahim. Yes, nice backyard here. This is not my backyard, please. It's not my backyard. I'm at my dear sister's place here in Woodbridge. Asha is so generous to us. She gave us our nice, beautiful backyard here to do this. Asha Tilak, of course, who you all know. I'm very thankful to her to host us this evening and to let us relax here. After a long journey, we deserve a little bit of relaxation. So we're here just chilling out. It's so bright now. Eat something and... hey, Savi, me not star by Pandit. What Savi call me star by Pandit? Oh my God, Savi will get into trouble. Savi, you're supposed to be at the temple. Thank you, everyone. God bless all of you. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Sitaram. And see you all. Take care. Tomorrow evening, 7 p.m., Shanti Satsangh will be live again. Hope you all are well. Namaste.